Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shanona Ray. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. On this channel, we focus on all things breast cancer, especially in the African American communities. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. Today, I want to talk to you guys about stress. We all know that stress is a silent but deadly killer. Add a cancer diagnosis on top of that. That is one hell of a mix. That's one hell of a deadly cocktail. Life is going to always life. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have obstacles that you need to overcome for growth. You're going to have different situations that come across in life. You're going to have bills that you have to pay, children that you have to take care of, jobs that you need to show up for, and on and on and on and on. But when you have breast cancer and you add all of those things, which can be stressors, you're setting yourself up to fail. On top of the mix, add just social pressures, add trying to be the fixer. And in this video, I really want to focus and talk about being the fixer and stress. When you have a family dynamic and you're the fixer of everything. Everybody comes to you with their problems. We like to call it, quote unquote, the matriarch, the black sheep, whatever you want to call it. When you are the fixer of everything, everybody's situations, you always trying to run in and save everybody, come up with creative solutions for everybody else's problems that they created for themselves. The bearer of the burden falls on you. These bodies that we have are vessels, people. They are not to be played with. This meat suit that we live in is to be cherished, is to be treated well. Time is not on our side. We are on borrowed time. Carrying stress and burdens from other people can take you out faster than a car crash, a plane crash, faster than you can blink your eye. Stress is one of those things that you carry it long enough in the body, it starts to break down your immune system. Once you break down your immune system, then you become a magnet for all kinds of health problems, diseases, sicknesses, colds, flu, hell, COVID. Stress is one of those things that will have you turned upside and down. On this channel, we focus on breast cancer, and I can't stress enough the importance of getting your mammograms, your self-breast exams, going to the doctor. But I want to change the focus a little bit and talk about stress. A lot of times we carry stress and we carry burdens on things that we have no control over. Just think about it for a second. Every time you stress about something, it's for something that you have no control over. If you are stressing about losing a job, you have no control over that. If you are stressing about your children and something that they're doing or not doing, you have no control over that. Every person has free will, and you have no control over that person's free will. If you have a circumstance or a situation where maybe you got into some kind of trouble, you're getting evicted, it could be anything. Excuse me, it could be anything. Once you release the control, once you release the control and you sit in silence, you can begin to focus and concentrate on a solution only to your problem, not to nobody else's. As a fixer, we find creative ways to help other people get out of the mess that they created for themselves. If you have breast cancer and you still trying to fix other people's problems, you are setting yourself up for a losing battle. You have just lost the fight. The stress in your body was the trigger. The trigger wiped out your immune system, and for whatever reason, you got sick. There are a lot of things that science has not come up with the answers for, but one thing's for sure and two things for certain. I strongly believe that added stress on top of walking on eggshells, on top of people pleasing, on top of being everything to everybody, on top of not setting boundaries, on top of not saying no when you need to say no, is a whole big giant jumbo bowl of stress, of sickness, of illness brewing, waiting to come your way. Let go of situations that you have no control over. Let's backtrack. Let's say you got your breast cancer diagnosis. Now is not the time for you to sit there and try to figure out how it's going to make everybody else feel. Again, putting everybody else's needs before yours is a big no-no. When you are battling disease, you become the number one priority. Go inside of yourself and focus on what you need to fix within you. What do you need to change? And I'm not saying, and please, by no means, I am not saying not look for outsiders for help. What I'm saying to you is that the battle internally is within you. Stop worrying about your kids. Stop worrying about your husband for a second. Stop worrying about everybody else and everybody else's situation. You worrying is only creating more stress. That's an even bigger breeding ground for cancer. Cancer thrives off stress like candy. Try your best and focus and put all the energy that you possibly can on doing everything that you can to not stress yourself as much as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen. Stress will kill you. If you have breast cancer, it's hard not to stress, but you have to find creative outs. You have to find creative ways to take your mind off of not getting better, to take your mind off the disease, to take your mind off of not healing, to take your mind off of other people's problems and solutions because you don't want to face yourself, so you're running in the other direction. It's easy not to focus on your own healing when you got somebody else's trash on your plate. It is so easy to not focus on you getting better and doing what you need to do for yourself, because you have become so used and so accustomed to adjusting to everybody else's needs but your own. It's time for you to stop being a fixer. The only person in this lifetime that you can fix is you. I'm not saying neglect your children. If you have small babies, of course, they're going to require a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, a lot of patience. I'm talking about situations in your life that you have no control over. You have no control over your diagnosis. You have no control over the cancer. You have no control over other people's feelings and emotions about your cancer. But what you do have control over is how you handle certain situations. Instead of running from your own problems, work and concentrate on becoming a specialist at healing your own problems. When you sit in quiet and you sit in that quiet space of healing, fixing your own self, you can come up with creative solutions on how to fix your own problems, your own mess. Scrape your plate, people. You are not a fixer. That is not your life purpose, to come here and fix everybody else's mess, to fix everybody else's problems, because it's creating more stress and more blockages and more obstacles than you even signed up for. Take the time to focus on what you need to heal within yourself. Healing is an inside battle, people. It starts within, not without. You're looking for outside reasons, outside validation, outside influences to distract you from your healing journey. Today is the day that you scrape your plate of all of that. You need to go inside of yourself and focus on, what do I need to fix about me? What changes do I need to make within myself so that I can become the best version of myself? What do I need to fix about me so that I can be a walking testimony, a walking example of all the things that I worked on within myself so that I can help somebody else? Because realistically, the only way you can help somebody else is by helping yourself first. Stop trying to be the fixer, people. If you got children that got problems, if you got situations in your relationship and there's problems, let that go. First things first, your children's problems are their own problems. Unless, I'm talking about adult children, not small children, because we all know small children, you get to teach the narrative. I'm talking about adult situations and adult problems. If you got people, places, friends, adult children that have problems, give them back their problems. That is not for you to put on your plate. Their problems and their situations are problems that they created and they have to find solutions for. The days of you being a fixer are done. The only person that you should be worrying about fixing is you. Right now is not the time to be trying to be super save a Sally, trying to fix everybody and save everybody and come up with creative ideas for everybody else. Now is the time for you to love on you. Love yourself unconditionally. Stop trying to fix everybody else's problems. Scrape your plate. Clean your plate off. If you got drama, if you got issues, if you got gossip, people calling you with misinformation that they read on the internet about your breast cancer diagnosis, if you got Debbie Downers and negative people just calling you, wanting you to constantly stay in stuff, scrape your plate. Scrape your plate. It's 2025, people, and it is time for a wake-up call. And this is just not for breast cancer survivors. This is for people in general. Scrape your plate and see how much difference your life is. Scrape your plate and see how different your life can be. Your whole life can turn upside and down for the better once you stop being a fixer. Stop trying to fix everybody's problems. That is a form of control that you need to let go of. Worry on fixing the number one problem in this whole solution, and that is you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you know somebody that needs to hear this, share this video with someone else. Thanks for watching, and namaste.